you this show along. Everyone should let you come along. Now they find anybody, the money I want. Not the hell with them people that talk. Want to get I should kill it in love. Still I'm now and I'm not get done. Not the one I go take, I'm the waiting I love. Waiting you love, oh. Now the waiting I love, oh. Waiting I love, I go do one with all my heart, oh. Go kokoro no be vodka. Be some money chinja. But don't I know I know the waste time. Be some money chinja.
Okay now. To person between my pen. I see. I see what I want to do when you forget me. Okay. Papa, you look at me. One day you get out. Mama said I want me to go. Want me to go. I got no one to tell them back. Oh, where would he get? I got you to put it on one more. I don't know what they are doing. Why I don't want.
Got me up on the writ list, pole position, had a fella running the distance. I'll be banging, giving the triplets. The bigger the bag, the bigger the butt crack, the bigger the chance the birds up in my contacts. The figure's a big deal, a pen on the contract. Sign me up, baby, give a tip on me top end. And I'll be whipping a wire, puffing a Benson, pushing a pack, the full stack like I'm benching. Giving the fish scale, that slide like a penguin, flipping the chick on my pills, why fuck a pension. Slow mo vision, I've been puffing the peace pipes, selling free fires to the fiends by the seaside. On my tail lines in the seams of my Levi's with a stack figure than Nicki Minaj rehunt. Birds whistle when I walk like this. Best listen when I talk like this. I'm outside on the curb with me tats out. If he's hard, he can try and chalk like this. Chain swinging when I walk like this. Heads bobbing when I talk.
Tí o bá sí àwa èmi tí ń dúró wájú yìí tí ń lérí ogun tí ní òkè Buhari nìṣó ká máa bá lọ. Kò lè di president. Ó ṣe kìíní olùlẹ̀. Ó ṣe kejì olùlẹ̀. Ó ṣe kẹta olùlẹ̀. Ó tiẹ̀ sunkún lórí tẹlifíṣàn. Pé láyé òun ò tún rán mọ́. Mo dẹ̀ lọ bá Kaduna wà rán ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀kún kọ́ lélẹ̀. Àdúró tiẹ̀. Wàá dẹ̀ wọlé. Nǹkan ní pé o ò ní fọ̀rọ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá ṣeré. Ó dẹ̀ gbà. Àtijọ́ tó yẹ ti débẹ̀ mi ò gba mínísítà
mi ò gba contract, mi tọrọ ọbẹ̀, mi tọrọ gàrí, mi tọrọ fúra lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀, mi dẹ̀ ìyàwó ń bẹ̀. Mo wá ní lọ́tẹ̀ yìí o, Yorùbá ló kàn. Tá a bá dẹ̀ sa Yorùbá náà, èmi ló kàn.
Ẹ̀jẹ̀ mi nìyẹn kí n gbọ́, àkànbí ewé ayò, ewé tún méje, ìtún ló ní ọ̀tún ẹ̀ ṣe, ìfà ló ní kan fà ẹ̀ mọ́ra, àìbínú gbogbo àtàrẹ, gbogbo méjì ọkà bàbà, gbogbo mẹ́ta ọkà wáṣẹ́, orí ló túmọ̀ ẹ̀dùn, gbogbo ọ̀nà ní túmọ̀ ẹsẹ̀. Akọni ìmọ̀ tú ìmọ̀ ọjọ́, ìmọ̀ èmi ni wọn kì í dálẹ̀. Bọ́bá lọ mẹ́lẹ́mọ́, wá fi jó ẹlẹ́mọ́. Akọni bọ́bá lọ bèbèrè, wá fi jó ẹrùkù. Bọ́wọ́ wọn bá tẹ̀lé, wá fi jó aláre. Àwọn mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta parapọ̀, wọ́n wá jọ ń pẹ́ mọ́, ẹ̀ẹ́mọ́ olóko jẹ. Wọ́n pa Akíntọ́lá, Akíntọ́lá ọmọ Ògún. Wọ́n pa Ìyọ̀dà, ọmọ Àtàràbọ̀bà. Àkànbí wọ́n pa Jíṣà Tádádé, ọmọ ọba Ìjẹ̀bú Mèrè. Aṣíwájú odò gbólùkẹrẹ, ajagun lólòdì ọ̀run. Tó o bá ṣe pé tìyẹ, tó o bá ṣe pé tìyẹ, lọ́ bá ń darí jọ wí. Àgbèrò ni kò ń gbọ́wọ́, ọ̀bọ ti ṣìgìdì bá gbé, àbẹ́tì ló máa ń gbé, àyàn ti ìlàyàn ewúrẹ́. Ọlọ́run dákun má padà lẹ́yìn ẹ̀, kó má gbàgbé ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́. Aṣíwájú Ọlọ́run dákun má padà lẹ́yìn ẹ̀.
And there it is right there. So there it is right there. Good day to you. Good to be in your company. And how are you? We do it again. Good day to you. Good to be in your company. And how are you? So good day to you. Hope you've had a brilliant day. So let's say that that's always the wish we must always wish each other. So hope you've had a brilliant day. Brilliant day. I've had a nondescript day. I've always said I'm not one for the spikes in life. I just like a steady flow. So I don't object to a brilliant day. I certainly don't want a not so good day, but I want a steady day in most instances. So that's the best that you should aspire to. So hope you've had a steady day. You know what will give me a brilliant day? You know what constitutes a brilliant day for me? Is if you clicked on the like button, that will make it a brilliant day. So do that. Click on the like button, do that. And then if you're not already subscribed, please do that as well. So click on like and then click on subscribe. Do those two things just as has been directed. Do those two things. Click on like as I'm inviting you to do it now. And if you are watching and watch back, do it as well. So it's never too late. If you are watching it 10 years from now, still do it. It always counts. So click on the like button and then click on the subscription button as well. Same principles apply, same arguments apply. Click on like and then click on subscribe. So do those two things. Oh, Aloy, you are in Lekki. Good. Take some clips and then send it in to me. Anybody that is in Nigeria, by the way. So thank you for highlighting. That's Aloy Mighty right there, who travels around the world. Just off the back of Aloy telling us that it's in Lekki there. So I'm going to send my Instagram handle to the comment section in a moment. So wherever it is you are in the world, but especially if you are in Nigeria, if you find something interesting, if you notice or witness something interesting, video it and send it to me. So that we can wrap conversations around it, and you can be our correspondent wherever it is that you are. So if you come across something interesting or striking that you think conversations should be had around or brought to our notice, just make a little clip of it and send it to my Instagram handle, which is the first line item in the comment section. So do all those things. So yeah, good day to you. Another, click on like, click on subscribe. I'm not going to invite you yet to super chat to the stream because I'm not quite sure how long this stream would last. The news cycle is not as given as it usually is. So we'll wrap some sort of conversation around what we have, and then we'll see where it lands. So if we get fully in the throes of it, I might then start inviting the super chats, but I'm certainly inviting the like and subscription. So I ask every day, so at some point you have to start doing it. So click on like and then click on subscribe. So do those two things. And then if you want to come and join us on the screen, of course, the hyperlink that says StreamYard, so that's your ticket to ride. So your ticket to ride on the Juggernaut train, that is the one man went to more experience. Your ticket to board that train is this now next line item in the comment section. The hyperlink that says StreamYard right there, that's your tickets to ride. So come onto the studio, come exchange thoughts. So come let us know what your ideas are. Come interrogate some of the narratives that's been spewed here. So do that. So do that. Let's just launch straight into it. Like I said, there's not an abundance, but we will make do with what we have. And what we certainly seem to have is this. So we kick it off with this one. And by the way, going forward also, I'm not going to be insisting on it just quite yet. But I am inviting people to come on the screen, but I'll certainly be encouraging people to have their cameras on. So we want to make it a more, a more expansive experience, and people to be taking ownership of their commentaries on the platform. So if you feel that fervently about it, then put your face to it. We're not going to be insisting on it, but we'll certainly be encouraging that. So encouraging that, Emefiele admits politics influenced Naira redesign, says ex-CBN governor, ex-CBN acting governor. So, so there it is right there. So finally, the Naira redesign in and of itself, it was a brilliant idea. The Naira redesign in and of itself was a brilliant idea, but the timing was timed for politics, and that was what destroyed it. Because there's so much illicit money within the Nigerian space that redesigned Naira would have flushed it out. So they would have had to have destroyed those monies because they couldn't bring it back into legitimacy. And if they end up destroying those monies, they can just decimalize it back into the national coffers. So the Naira redesign in itself, in and of itself, an excellent idea, but the timing of it and the politicization of it was what destroyed it. But the idea in and of itself, a good one. And it's an idea still needed, by the way, because the country is still awash with money, a lot of it illicit, and a lot of it is what is chasing the dollar and artificially spiking the exchange rate up. Emefiele admitted politics influenced Naira redesign, says ex-CBN acting governor. So I don't think it's quite the voice of Emefiele. It'll be a third party just on that headline. A former acting governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Folashodun Shonubi, has said he learned that there were intrigues and politics in the Naira redesign exercise carried out in 2022. Shonubi, then Deputy Governor Operations, before his appointment as acting CBN Governor, said the former governor of the CBN, Godwin Emefiele, told him, and let's do that again. Sorry, I always restart this thing. Right, a former acting governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, Folashodun Shonubi, has said he learned that there were intrigues and politics in the Naira redesign exercise carried out in 2022. Shonubi then governor operations before his appointment as acting CBN governor, said the former governor of the CBN, Godwin Emefiele, told him and others that there were intrigues and politics in the whole exercise. Shonubi, now retired, who is the prosecution's third witness, made this claim in reaction to a question from Emefiele's lawyer, Olalekan Ojo, at the resumed hearing in the trial of the ex-CBN governor. So we'd actually even forgotten about Emefiele. Do you think Emefiele will be the Sambo Dasuki of the Tinubu administration that is going to spend the entirety of that administration, both the 2 terms, in prison? Do you remember Sambo Dasuki that Buhari locked up and threw away the key? So I think this might well be the future, the fortune of Emefiele. Emefiele admits politics influence Naira redesign, says ex-CBN acting governor. A former acting governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Fola Shonubi, has said he learned that there were intrigues and politics in the Naira redesign exercise carried out in 2022. Shonubi, then Deputy Governor Operations, before his appointment as acting CBN governor, said the former governor of the CBN, Godwin Emefiele, told him and others that there were intrigues and politics in the whole exercise. Shonubi, now retired, who is the prosecution's third witness, made this claim in reaction to a question from Emefiele's lawyer, Olalekan Ojo, at the resumed hearing in the trial of the ex-governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria. Emefiele is being prosecuted by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, before the High Court of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, on 4 counts bordering on disobedience to the direction of law and illegal act causing injury to the public about the Naira redesign exercise. So that's the Shonubi right there. Ojo had asked Shonubi if, as a seasoned CBN banker, he was aware of the intrigues and politics in the Naira redesign exercise. The witness said he ordinarily did not know, but learned from Emefiele during one of their meetings that there were indeed intrigues and politics in the exercise. The witness, however, did not say if Emefiele told him what the intrigues and politics were. When asked if indeed there was presidential approval for the Naira redesign, the witness said the defendant presented a document during one of the meetings of the CBN Committee of Governors containing the signature of the president. So there it is right there. So there it is right there. So that's sufficient enough of that. So yes, that Naira redesign was totally politicized. With a good idea, but the intentions are somewhat sinister. CBN introduces electronic system to boost transparency in forex market. So this tells you just what the news, if we are having to revert to this sort of a headline, then that tells you what the news cycle has to offer. CBN introduces electronic system to boost transparency in forex markets. The Central Bank of Nigeria has announced the introduction of an electronic foreign exchange matching system aimed at transforming the country's foreign exchange market. The new system is set to be operational in the Nigerian foreign exchange market by the 1st of December 2024, following a 2-week test run scheduled for November. So I'm not quite sure what this adds or removes from anything, but so that's that. I'm not quite sure that we really need to progress with that. I'm not sure if we really need to progress with that. I'll only give you this as a headline. Nigerian High Court bars VIO from stopping, impounding, confiscating, or imposing fines on motorists. So there's so many people in so many funky uniforms just abusing and taking advantage of Nigerians on the streets. So that's the vehicle inspection office. So they have the right to impound, but surely they should have the right to impound if the vehicle is not fit for road use. If it's not roadworthy, it's that the term in Nigeria, roadworthy. So yes, it says the court was delivering judgment in a suit filed by human rights activist and public interest attorney Abubakar Marshall of Falano and Falano Chambers. The Federal High Court in Abuja has made an order restraining the Directorate of Road Traffic Services, popularly known as Vehicle Inspection Office, from impounding, confiscating, or imposing fine on any motorist. The court. So that's just that. So let's not overlabor that. So let's not overlabor that. Let me send the link again. See if anybody wants to come in. I will send the link again. See if anybody wants to come in. Yeah. Let me play you a few clips and then we just kick things off. We play a few clips and then we just kick things off. I'm not even sure if people are especially taken by the readouts, but it's just really to flesh out the backdrop of our conversations to come. So it's the okay. Yes, I might still well give you one more readout. So or let me give you this one. Right. So this next story, it starts in was it December 2022? So that's where we're picking up this story from. So this now next story starts in December. Oh, hold on. This now next story starts in December 2022. I have a clip to play you though. Oh, hold on. Oh, hold on. I should have a clip to play you to that effect. This is the narrative of Reno Omokri. Actually, let's start it off with this clip. I did have the all right. So this story starts December 2022, and it starts from this clip. So watch this. This is Reno Omokri in London, December 2022.
Stammer. Chief. Criminal.
So there it is right there. So that was Reno Omokri in London in 2022. Of course, you all heard him. Tinubu Ole, Jagaban Ole. So that was Reno Omokri December 2022. So 2023, 2024, we're in October now. So it's even barely under 2 years. So now this guy that Reno Omokri told us just as early as barely 2 years ago, that is an Ole. This is him now. Spending Independence Day with President Tinubu at the presidential villa. May God bless Nigeria. And there it is right there. So there it is right there. I wonder if Reno Omokri, subsequent to this photograph, would have put handcuffs on Tinubu, because of course he gave us the assurance that he's the biggest criminal in Nigeria. So there it is right there. They say a week is a long time in politics, and there's no space that exemplifies that phrase better than Nigeria. Tinubu Ole barely 22 years ago. Tinubu, the best president on the planet now. So that's Reno Omokri, the rank hypocrisy. But now, anywhere Bele face is what the phraseology is for that. Anywhere Bele face. So Reno Omokri now, suddenly now the number one poster boy, number one cheerleader for the Nigerian state. So here is Reno Omokri. He's super proud of Nigeria. Our airports are amongst the best. Entering Nigeria is easy via e-gate. So it looks as though they've introduced the e-gate system to Nigeria. So let's say Reno taking advantage of that.
Of Nigeria. Of Nigeria.
All right, so that's Reno Omokri now. So that's Reno Omokri just telling us that is in it for nothing other than the dollars. It's all about the Benjamins. So it's all about the Benjamins. Still staying with Reno Omokri, who has now turned into the next target of Very Dark Man. So let's watch this.
Hey, Reno and Omokri. If anybody did not see it, I saw it. You don't come back to Nigeria now. I saw your post. Spending Independence Day with President Tinubu at the presidential villa. May God bless Nigeria. President Tinubu, how? Not be you saying be drug lord. I be President drug lord. I be President thief. Is this not you?
Thief! Criminal!
And immediately after this protest, this was your post. Tinubu will never forget the protest we just pulled off at Chatham House in his life. He was disgraced and could not get out of his car. He had to run away. The harassed Tinubu out of London protest against drug lord Tinubu at Chatham House was a resounding success. The British media were there and Tinubu was projected to them for what he is known as, a drug lord. So Reno Omokri, what are you doing with a drug lord or the person you call the drug lord? Do you want to learn how to sell drugs? Me, I'm just curious, so nothing concern me. You can see that you lack integrity. In between, I'm not going to act as if I did not know that you begged a lot of people because you want to meet Tinubu. You understand? I know some people that you begged. I saw some people that you begged that you want to be with Tinubu. 2023, you were campaigning strongly for Atiku. You know, you people sang, you people said a lot of things. I know politics is a dirty game, but at least have integrity. Have integrity. So all this way you don't attack Peter Obi, this is what you're looking for. This is what you're all about. You have no integrity. To be honest, you are not Reno Omokri. You are Reno Omokri. This is crazy though. See, no. You don't come Nigeria now. Don't come worship a drug lord. Do you want to sell drugs? You want to learn how to sell drugs? According to you, he's a drug lord. Do you want to learn how to sell drugs? Crazy, bro. Crazy, bro. My own is if I see you for Abuja, twep. Now go do you. And you're going to learn. And you're going to learn the hard way. Don't play.
All right, you are going to learn and you are going to learn the hard way. So I don't think there's any more lessons that Reno Omokri wants to learn. I think he already knows what he's doing. I think it's quite clear. So it switched sides. It will tell you that he has never left the PDP, but it's as much a member of the PDP as Yemsen Wike is. Member by body, but not in spirit. So that's Reno Omokri right there on a hard chase after the dollar. So that's Reno Omokri right there on a hard chase after the. You know, there is nothing that diminishes a politician more than not to have relevance. Do you remember Aliu Babangida? Do you remember that name? It was frontal to the politics of the Goodluck Jonathan space. Do we even recall that he exists as a human being now? Most of us don't. So the one thing, the one death nail that finishes a politician is not to be relevant. And this is what we are saying with people like Reno Omokri and a little bit with our friend, people like Daniel Boala. So anywhere Bele face politics, but still staying with a very dark man. Femi Falana finally comes out to clap back at the Edo man. So here is Femi Falana is right to reply the allegations leveled against him by very dark man. Watch this.
Actually reached out to you. Did Bobrisky speak or directly or indirectly to you? If that is the case or not the case, what are you doing? You've written a letter seeking a retraction of it. But what are you doing to establish your innocence in what has been an allegation on this matter?
No, Sean. Bobrisky never spoke to me. I have never met him. I do not know him from Adam. It was alleged to have spoken to my son, Falani, Fars. Yes, my son said this guy was appealing to people for assistance and called my son, I think on May 4 thereabout this year, please, can you give me 3 million naira to be placed in a special part of the prison. We call it the VIP section. And my son asking, are you calling me under the authorization of the superintendent of prisons? He said, no, please, don't call me again. I'm unable to assist you to bribe the prison authorities. And be very careful, since you're already in jail for an offense. Please, if you are going to come in next time, you either do it through the superintendent or you write a letter endorsed by the prison authorities. And that was the last. Somebody now said he listened to a tape somewhere and went out to lampoon and rather defame me by saying the guy had spoken to me. Of course, we are going to examine the call-ups. And my son has also said, this was the guy who originated a call to me. My son has never negotiated fees on behalf of anybody. On the contrary, my 3 children normally refer people who need assistance to me. And not those, in fact, my wife was asking our kids recently, why are you always sending people who are not able to pay our fees? Next time we are going to be charging you. So this is the position. Now what I'm going to do, I have resisted the temptation shown to file a criminal complaint because I'm leading a team of lawyers in West Africa campaigning for decriminalization of freedom of expression. We have succeeded. This campaign is being coordinated by the Media Foundation for West Africa, of which I'm a member of the board. We have succeeded in getting Liberia, Ghana, and Sierra Leone to decriminalize freedom of expression. We are still appealing to other countries in the region to ensure that we respect freedom of expression. But that is not a license for defaming people, for blackmailing people. Once, and what we are saying, if you are defamed, in the words of the late Justice Olatawura, in the case of Otawankwa and the state, if you are defamed.
All right, none of that actually made any sense, really. So, did you collect the 10 million naira or not? Is the thing. It's not categorical. It's not emphatic in its denial, which still leaves that space hanging somewhat. But what did he tell us? What he did tell us was that he's not going to sue Very Dark Man. So why is he not going to sue Very Dark Man? If somebody has defamed a reputation you've built over 50 odd years, what holds you back? What shackles you from taking to law? Exactly, not for want of hiring a lawyer. You are a lawyer yourself. So there is Falana right there speaking a lot, but saying nothing at all. So that's Falana right there, speaking a lot but saying nothing at all. So now let's now go back to a narrative that we were sort of discussing yesterday. So let's go back to a narrative we were discussing yesterday. So as ever, the conversation meandered into what achievement or lack thereof has been recorded by the Tinubu administration. And a lot of people were highlighting the successes in the insecurity space, that the insecurity space seems to be aggressively being tackled, and incidents of insecurity were not as frequent and as fervent as we previously had. Of course, the Buhari years were killing days, where the country was a killing field for 8 years. So here is now the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, speaking exactly to that space, sort of echoing a lot of things we say on this platform.
Do not talk much, and you could take, you know that we have not been talking, we have been walking. We walk, we talk less. But I can assure you, we are on the right track. Nigeria is getting to be stable. We are restoring order. You will feel it. You will see it. Give us time. But it's also a gentle reminder to some of us who are here. Don't forget a Nigeria of 2022. Yes, a Nigeria that even here in Abuja, bad people, terrorists, bandits, will come in and kill our soldiers. A Nigeria where people will come in and attack our prison.
Man, no audio.
Dangerous people.
No audio.
Just 2022, up to 2023. A Nigeria where they will attack a train and take hundreds of people as victims of kidnapping. A Nigeria of 2022. Yes. And we came in. And I can assure you, today, Abuja is secure. Today, you can walk and drive at night. You can go to Kaduna, you can go to Lokoja, you can go to Mina, you can go to Lafia. You feel safe. Just 1 year, 3 months, or 4 months. In Nigeria, you can drive any part of the country today. And you dare not do it in 2022. In Nigeria, where Niger Delta is beginning to be normal and order. In Nigeria, where Southeast, all the police stations are back to work. In Nigeria, where non-indigenous of that part of the Southeast who walk and drive and live there without any fear. In Nigeria today, where bandits are on the run. I can assure you over 20 of the bad ones are today have lost it in the fight they are taking against Nigerians. We can give you names. They are no more, and they will continue to lose. In Nigeria, where today Boko Haram is on the run, hiding, cowardly coming out from time to time to bring little children to go and kill innocent people. In Nigeria, where since 2023 up to now, not a single attack took place as terrorism against our religious places or any government building or anything. For example, in Abuja, Lagos, Kaduna, Kano, and so on. Yes, not a single case of that. It's a reminder of how a country has changed in a short period of time. And we are not going to relent. I can assure you we will secure Nigeria. Things have changed. A lot of things have changed. Well, because we don't talk, others who, understandably sometimes, find it difficult to appreciate if change is taking place. In Nigeria, where maybe for the first time, after a long period of time, We have not witnessed any prolonged labor unrest. In 2022, 2023, our universities were closed for 11 months. Not a single day today, our universities are closed. Yes, in Nigeria, where we have only witnessed one single day.
So that is as a result of a directive from Tinubu that the functionaries, the ministers, the parastatal occupiers, etc., they are not highlighting the achievements of their administration enough. So a lot of people seem to then fill in that void with the campaign of calumny. Of course, there's a campaign of calumny against the administration. There's often a campaign of calumny against the sitting government, but more so in this instance than we have ever seen before. It's just a campaign of hate going on against this administration. Look at the students' loan something, for instance, a resounding success, and people diminish it. Look at the insecurity situation set against the backdrop of what we had barely 2 years ago, a resounding success, but people diminish it. And why are people able to diminish it? Because they don't make enough noise about their achievement. That was what Buhari suffered under as well. For as brutish as the Buhari administration was, they did record some successes. They did. They completed the Lagos-Ibadan Railway service, which I think it was at the planning stage when Goodluck Jonathan handed over. They completed that. They completed the second Niger bridge. Not a brick was put in place by Jonathan. So they did a lot, especially in terms of infrastructure, but they were overwhelmed by the campaign of calumny. And it looks as though that overwhelming is about to take place with the Tinubu administration if they don't move in haste. So that is them then trying to seize the narrative. So that's the Tinubu administration trying to seize hold of the narrative. So let's go international for a moment and let's listen to this this little clip here by the French president Emmanuel Macron, who speaks to the changing tide of global politics.
Europe is no more the top priority of the US. The US top priority is US, which is normal and fair. The second top priority is China. And for the rest, it depends on the moment. They are a super loyal and reliable partner on Ukraine. Will it last? I don't know. But let's be clear, at the same time, in Afghanistan, we didn't have the call before. In the AUKUS deal in Australia, I didn't have the call before. But it's not a reproach. I try to be lucid. The EU is not the priority of the US. And this is why part of the wake-up call period of time we are living, and part of what we have to completely reshape, is our defense and security strategy. We are part of NATO. No discussion. We are strong ally of the US, no discussion. But we have to de-risk our model from the US agenda.
So there it is right there. So that's the changing face of global politics right there. Forever, Europe and especially the United Kingdom will be the biggest ally of the United States, but in an ever-evolving world, their importance would not be as it was in all through history. So that's essentially what Macron is saying there. Let me play you one last clip. This one here takes you back memory lane and brings you back to the future. So through memory lane back to the future, this is the narrative of Yemsen Wike in a 3-minute, 30-second clip.
To your people, Rivers people, and especially to our father that is here, who has mentored all of us, who has brought all of us And we pray God Almighty to keep him alive. Amen. To reap the fruit of his reward. Amen. So to Wike, I hand you over to your father.
But I thank God that you are here. And all of us here are all working together. As you can see, this is the River State. This is the PDP. You are seeing as far as River State is concerned. Thank you, Your Excellency, for your moderate here. Let him know that all of us were totally committed to him. We will not look back. And God will lead him to victory. Gone 2015. What we want to assure you that we won't disappoint you. We won't disappoint your husband. PDP today is stronger in River State. The last time we saw PDP united in this manner was when our former governor was there. For the past 8 years, PDP has never been this strong in River State. Now you will find, on every occasion, you find the strong PDP men all rallying around, just because you are there. River State is a PDP state. Since 1999, PDP had always won elections in River State. This time, PDP will win again. We will deliver heavily to Mr. President, and we will deliver the governor of River State too. One example I want to give you, Mommy, is that, and which has never happened. This time, the stakeholders contributed money. We said, unlike what happens in the past, where the aspirants will go pay, this time we contributed money. Went and bought form and give to the aspirant to say that we are moving together. We all have a stake. It is our state. So it is no longer one man's business. It is a business for all of us. So again, on behalf of everybody here and those back home, we want to thank you.
So that was the beginnings of Yemson Wike, who was, he didn't even have the money to buy the form. It was entirely sponsored by Odili. So I don't recall Odili sitting then on his neck as the governor of River State, but then there it is that they created that monster, and that monster is now gobbling them all up. So they created that monster, and that monster is now gobbling them all up. So that's what I have to offer. So we play the Kegite music, bring on the panel, and then we try to see what conversation we're having. So first the Kegite, then the panel.
Water, only water, only water, where they see ma. Water, water. Hapa you don't come oh. Hapa oh night oh. Oro keke elemu ye o. Ide shodi ya keke elemu re o. Obi master keke elemu re o. Chifu wela ti keke elemu re o. Erukulele elemude. Erukulele egbe elemudodo jare o. Erukulele gana ti de egbe body o. Ọmọ ẹlẹ́yẹ ẹyẹ o òdìlé o. Odúyẹ̀lá ẹyẹ o òdìlé o. Petrosoname ẹyẹ o òdìlé o. Petrosodunke ẹyẹ rẹ òdìlé o. Ẹlẹ́kọ̀ ọ̀run mú ìní o. gbéṣe o.
All right, Ikuko Niru Agbeche, I'm hearing feedback from Ajanle Koko that my audio is not coming across. Let me know in the comment section if you can hear me okay. Ajanle Koko is telling me that my audio is somewhat skittish. So Ajanle Koko joins us. Ekene is with us as well. We've got World Peace and Thomas makes up the list. So still plenty of space. Anybody that wants to jump on. Let's kick it off with Ajanle Koko. So, sorry, Ajanle Koko. Let's kick it off with Ekene before he falls asleep on us. Ekene, are you there? This is the thing with this guy. He just comes here to sleep. All right, let's kick it off with. There you are. So there you are, Ekene. I thought you'd fallen asleep again. What's going on?
And
well, I do.
I just a little bit tired, so I follow your readership. Not all. How did the thing go?
We just did another day, another session. You know as we do it now.
You just did the laugh us for Nigeria now. They promote Nigeria done better. You come there abroad, come the laugh us. Give us news.
No reason Nigeria better self, but the things where then they do to improve the country. Nobody say maybe say they no do. We feel say they fit do more, but nobody say maybe say they no do anything. When we they see say that they do one or two, like waiting Ribado they say they talk now. Say they don't tackle that insecurity well. We all the same now. The place they different from as body liver now.
Well, I will say for the past few months, let's say like 2 months now. All this we have not heard about all these dozens of killing, but we know the one who that has happened under the administration. But for the past let's say 2 months now, there is no news of such killing that used to happen, especially in the north. But I pray, well, I will not say let's watch and see how it will be. Maybe for now henceforth, since they have said that they have been tackling it, and I will not say they are not tackling it, because as a government they have to be doing something. So if they are tackling it, that is good, because
there will still be incidents. So that's not to say there will still be incidents, because these people are not just going to pack their bags and go home. So there will still be incidents, but we're not hearing it anywhere near what used to go on under Buhari, which calls to question if Buhari was actually even facilitating that insecurity.
The fact still remains that even the insecurity itself, I don't know who are they going to kill again. They almost finished Nigeria, especially from the part of the north. I don't know how their population, I don't know how it will be now. So they almost cleared the whole place. So, but it's just like in Enugu now, where I know that the farmers are protesting that they are not going to farm again. Just 2 days ago, because of the insecurity happening in that area. And you know, the issue of insecurity, I don't know what is really happening, but if they should do something about it, I'll be glad. The prayer is to make sure that things get better, because tackling insecurity will just be like they are kickstarting their government, because that will be the starting point of whatever they are doing. Yeah, it will do a lot. It will go a long way in improving their government. So if they know how they started it in the first place, they should kick it out again. That's the point there. So,
what about Reno Omokri and his outing today to go and meet Tinubu? Haven't told us in December 2022 that Tinubu is the biggest criminal in Nigeria. So the hypocrisy of all that.
well, you know, that is politics, Nigerian politics for you. But that guy is a very shameful. It's not a. The guy don't sell his shame in the market, so the guy don't get shame again. If he has any shame, I think he conducted a protest against Tinubu during the 2023 election and all that, calling him a thief. There are a number of reports. If you are talking about the people that want to expose Tinubu drug issue, I think he's the leading person in that area. So, well, it means that he's now leaking his vomit. All the vomit, everything he has vomited against the man, he's now leaking it back. But I only pity Atiku and his other friends. So Atiku I dey pity. Nothing concern me concern Reno. Because he's not a very straightforward human being. So you know, he has been in abroad for many years. That I think Buhari never gave him that time. So now that Tinubu is the president, I think he think Tinubu will be the only person that will give him that opportunity to have a relationship in Nigeria again. So he's fighting it very hard to be able to get his feet back to Nigeria. Not all this his propaganda. Well, I don't take the guy serious. Yeah, I know they follow him. If I just saw his news, I'll just pass because
Do you
he
still
never make
consider him? Do you still consider him a member of the PDP, Reno Omokri?
Make PDP people go
or even Wiki. Are they still members of the PDP? That's the question.
That is the question. I don't know. These PDP members, I don't even know what they are doing. You talk about Otom, you talk about most of these former governors. Many of them, when it comes to the affairs of PDP, they look very reluctant and would want APC to succeed in every.
In fact, they seem to be actively working against that party. Reno Omokri
That
is
is the
actively working. Wike, Makinde, Otom, Buala, all of them claiming these are chieftains of the PDP actively working against their own party.
That is the point. It is I don't know. That is why most of the time, if I want to support that party, I don't know how it will be. Or if I want my candidates to go back to that party, on what ground to go there so that Wike will be fighting again, which is already fighting. So I don't know. We no longer have strong party in Nigeria, apart from APC that has brought everyone over to their side. So PDP is dead to me. Very, very unfortunate. Even most of their governors, elected governors, you see how they are romancing the president. You know that something is wrong somewhere. Starting from both the one in Enugu State, even though the guy is doing, I think his government is getting shape now, and he's trying. He's trying. I can give him some kudos now because I see some improvement in Enugu. So the guy is a businessman. He has this kind of business kind of as in he's using his business brain to deal positively with Enugu now, and I think now he deserves some kudos. So though he romanced the APC very well, but I don't care. The most important thing is to perform. The most important thing is to perform, which he's really trying now. So that is the point. Some governors are trying today, some are not trying, are not doing anything. Some are not doing anything at all. So, and he's one of the performing governors of today. So that's the point.
All right, hold steady, Kenny. I still want to speak to you about that video you sent in. I've not yet watched it, but you tell us about it. But I want to acknowledge.
Do you think I will have to wait till you know, these days sleep? I know they play with my sleep these days. That is why most of the
I
time
don't know. Nobody they play with them sleep. But I want to acknowledge FM, who is I think is joining us for the first time. So let's just document his voice, see what his politics is. FM, good to see you. Can you hear me? FM.
Yeah, I can hear you. Oh man.
All right, brilliant. Is this your first time here?
It's not my first time. Oh man. I've been here like before.
All right. You took a break, did you?
Yeah. Oh man, I came in because of a Kenya actually.
All right.
Because I'm in Nigeria for the past 2 weeks. I've been listening to you guys.
Right.
You know, Kenya has been saying this. In short, on Saturday, I'm going to the Agboju Amu where he stays, or Okoko. I want to go and see. He's always saying this. Electricity
you want to go and beat him up?
No, I want to go and stay. I want to go and meet I have a sister there.
I'm only joking. So electricity. So you are in Lagos?
I'm in Lagos. I'm in Sulere as I'm talking to you now. I've been here for the past 2 weeks now. So I've been listening to Ekene. Everything you say, Ekene will say this one is not working. This one is not working. I'm here. I've been here for the past 2 weeks. I'm the soccer player. I told you I stay in South Africa. You remember me?
Right. Yeah. That's going back a while, isn't it?
Yeah. So I'm in Nigeria for 2 weeks. I just came to do some projects here. So every time I listen to Ekene, I just wonder, because everywhere he's talking about, I know everywhere there. I grew up in the wood. I'm a boy that grew up in Ajegule. So not like I'm just staying in Sulere because this is where I want to stay for now.
Because you've made a bit of money now, and you don't need to be in the sticks anymore.
I don't know the part of Nigeria.
So what has been your, because 2 weeks is not sufficient enough time to assess the state of being, but what has been your experience? You were talking about the electricity.
Yeah, my experience is that I know like things are really difficult for people. I won't lie to you, things are difficult. People are struggling, but not the way, because I'm somebody that supports Bola Tinubu. So a lot of my friends, I said I will go, they thought I'm lying. So when I came in, I called all of them that I'm in Nigeria now. They say, okay, tell us your story. I'm telling them, things is difficult, but not the way people are saying it. That's the only thing, not the way people are saying it. It's difficult, but the way we see it online is different from what I'm seeing on ground. And a lot of people have biased mind against Bola Tinubu a lot. Some people just naturally hate him. Like our friend here, what's he called? What's the name of that guy? The one that's saying rational mind. I like listening to him, but I like listening to him a lot too. It's somebody I always like listening to actually. So,
how many times has the electricity been off in the 2 weeks you've been there?
In Sulere for the past 2 weeks I'm here. Maybe the electricity can go for 10 minutes, then because I've got a lister. But immediately they will come put it on and say, no, the electricity is bad. I say, Nigeria. The only thing I know, they are complaining about the ban thing. They say there's one ban they put them, it's very expensive. People are complaining. So I don't know about the ban thing actually. The nice ban, whatever, I don't know.
The Minister of Power came out today that the generation of is improving, and as that continues to improve, the tariff will come down. But these people complaining about the price of their band and whatnot. If the light is consistent, if the light is consistent, then the money that they are spending on diesel for generator every day, if they deduct that from what they are paying for electricity, then they're probably still making more of a savings than losing money.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you.
No, I was just saying that for the 2 weeks that you've had consistent electricity, you've not had to go and buy diesel to power up a generator.
No. The electricity has not gone for more than maybe. I'm telling you, I'm not lying. I'm here for 2 weeks. If you want me to do video call, you will see. Maybe 10 minutes. I'm telling you. I'm surprised too. I'm not lying to you, woman. I'm in Lagos. I'm talking to you. I'm in Lagos. I'm in Surulere. In short, Shita to be precise. I'm in Shita.
So what
Can I ask you?
Yeah, go.
Can I ask him some things? He said, we come here, we talk about Nigeria, this and that. Though I thank God he agreed that things are bad. But in terms of that electricity,
Things are difficult, not bad.
Things are difficult, not bad. But I will not argue electricity because I even the last time, when you said that, I told you not in every area. So maybe when you leave that Sulere, you come to Ojo, reach Ajambadi, ask them about their electricity. You understand? Then that is when you know whether we come here and we don't talk the truth. Is it the price of petrol that we're not saying the truth? Is it the price of rice? Is it the price of gari? Is it the price of beans? Is it that one that we're not saying the truth? What are we not saying the truth about?
I was specific. I was specific. You didn't. I see concern.
Even in that, in that electricity you are trying to, yeah, you should also know there are sometimes electricity improve in Nigeria, and these are the time. Even in my village, I used to say it. My village have almost 22 hours of electricity. Even during Buhari, up till now, I say it here every day in this platform. So where am I lying? Where are we lying?
No,
so I say if the electricity in my village can be transferred to where I'm living in Lagos, I think I'll be more happy.
All right, let me ask FM a few more questions. It's always interesting when people go back to Nigeria because they're looking at it from a different eye.
What I want him to do is when he's coming, like the ones we are specific more, like the roads in Ojo that is getting very bad. So he should follow that from Vos down to Ajambadi. And if we are lying.
All right. Ojo is not the whole of Lagos, but let's ask FM what improvements you have seen. What has impressed you the most that you've seen in Lagos?
Well, in Surulere, I can tell you, like there are street lights everywhere, and the street light, everything is working.
Is this solar powered? Is this solar
street
powered?
Lights. Street lights. I'm talking about street lights, like
yes,
and everything is working. I'm telling you, there are robots. You know, when I left it, there are robots here now. Traffic lights, everything is working. I'm telling you, woman, everything. The road is not that good. But it's manageable. You can manage it. The road is not that good. That's it. But I told Ekene, I'm going to. I've got an elder sister that stays in Agboju and Wode. I'll be there on Saturday. Because of Ekene, I'll go to that side. I'll probably sleep there, and I'll call him.
All right.
I'll call him. On Saturday, I will be in that side. Agboju. He knows where I'm talking about. Because every time Ekene come here and talk, everywhere he's talking about, I'm familiar with everywhere.
Where do you think you are going to Agboju?
Yeah, I said I'm coming. I will even go to Badagry. I'm going to Ikoro. I'm going after Agboju and I will go to Badagry to go and meet a friend. That's how I'm
No, you come to Ojo, not Agboju. Agboju is not Ojo. You don't know where Ojo is. Confirm if you want to, just if you get to vote.
I play ball for Alaba International. I'm a soccer player. I won't tell you much about myself.
Yeah, that's what I want you to do. Once you get to
don't know me, you say I don't know something. You don't know me. That's what you guys. You don't know me. I'm telling you.
I don't confirm where you say you are going to. You say you are going to Agboju. I don't stay at Agboju now.
My sister. Then I will pass
all right.
by
Let's not get bogged down on that.
Come down
all right. So in terms of the feedback that you're hearing, FM, what sort of feedback are you hearing regarding Sanwo-Olu and then Tinubu in Lagos? Are you having conversations about the politics and
Seriously,
what is it?
I saw some. I was in a club the other day, so I saw some young boys. They were using iPhones. So I was trying to talk to them that, will you guys vote for Bola Tinubu next time? All of them, they are saying no. I'm not lying to you. Like I don't think it's gonna be hard for Bola Tinubu to win this election. If you don't like, he must try to do something. I'm telling you, people are not happy, woman. They are not.
Did they say why? Did you ask them why?
They are just crying about the foil, especially the foil thing. Because I was in Ikoyi this morning. I went to do something in Ikoyi. What's it called? What's that petrol, the NNPC petrol station? There was like, everywhere was full. Because I heard it's cheap there, actually. Because we buy black market under the bridge in Shita. We don't go, I just buy a black market.
And what's the price? What's the price of petrol there?
The last time I bought is
900 naira.
Yeah. Under the bridge there. You should just go to under the bridge in Shita there. They will sell it to him.
Is it NNPC you buy 900?
I said under the bridge, yeah.
Black market, you said.
Black market. I bought it. I can even put the gun on the line here if you think I'm lying.
What we are buying here is 1,000.
That's what I'm saying.
And the only place, and the Lagos is the cheapest place you can buy a petrol in Nigeria as of today. Only Lagos you can buy petrol cheap.
I don't know.
So if you
I
go,
won't say what I won't say what I don't know. I'm just saying what I know.
So if you go to other states, you should be talking about 1-2.
I think Ekene may be right on that because of Lagos proximity to the Dangote refinery, the logistics of transportation is not so tell us a bit more about your experience in Nigeria. What are you seeing? What are you feeling? What are you experiencing?
As I'm staying every day, like I'm feeling like people are, with time they will get used to it. That's what I'm feeling. That's my general view, because it's a new thing to them. I was telling them I stay in South Africa. Even in South Africa, electricity is high, so they always say because you're supporting Bola Tinubu, that's why you don't want to listen. I'm not supporting. I'm not even an APC whatever. I'm just a soccer. I just like Bola Tinubu as a person. I don't know him. I've never met him before in my life. I just like him as a person. So if he's not doing something, I just tell him, let's just give this man time to rule. But people, hey, I'm scared, for Bola Tinubu to win the next election is going to be difficult for him. I'm telling you, I'm not talking about Igbos. I'm talking about the Yorubas. I'm a Yoruba guy, so it won't be easy for him. But my own lie to you.
Who are they talking? Who are they talking about as a rescue plan?
That's another thing. They are not saying, but some of them say, we know he's going to rig the election. We know he's going to win. There's nothing we're going to do. I try to.
Yeah, but who are they looking to rescue them from Tinubu?
They are not saying anybody. I won't lie to you.
Yes, they're not saying Peter Obi or Atiku.
No, they are not saying Peter Obi. It's like Nigeria. They gave up that we know he's going to win the next election. So let's just wait for him.
You see, because that's always been my question. They keep saying that Tinubu will struggle to win the 2027 election because of the state of the economy and the suffering of the people. So I say, okay, so then if he doesn't win the election, then who will? Because the person that wins that election has to have a rescue plan that the people can believe. So who has a better plan than Tinubu is the question. So they can say they are going to vote against him, but then who are they going to vote for?
I think most of them are just hiding. If they had the chance, one man won't lie to you, they will vote to be.
You think so? The Yorubas?
Yeah, if you allow them to talk, some of them believe in Obi. I won't lie to you. If they had the chance, they would say that.
Is that the sense you have? Is that the?
I might be wrong, but that's what
you may well be right. Because out of all of the narrative out there, is Obi that that has been the most consistent. But you know, when
Because
it gets to
I was talking with some actors the other day. I was with Shegun Kadri, all of them. We met somewhere. Only I and Shegun Kadri is the one that is
Shegun
talking to
Kadri,
the
is that not the one that was arrested in America? Who was? Is that Femi
one,
Kadri?
the actor, what is his name? The one with the big guy, Steve Kadri. What did you? The one with
Yeah,
the big guy.
carry on.
So I was with him. So we just talking about politics. Just me and him alone. The rest guys, they are for Obi. I'm like, most of the guys are they are Obi billionaire. They just want Obi. It's like some people just think Obi has the magic touch. I don't know. I don't know where they got that from. They just believe Obi has something that Bola Tinubu doesn't have. So
You know, I don't think they believe that Obi has the magic touch. I believe that they want to move away from this old style, the old guard politics, and they just see Obi as a stopping gap from that escape. So they are fed up with Obasanjo, Tinubu. The people are just fed up with those sort of persons. They want a new paradigm, and maybe they think
one man. When I came in weekend. That weekend that they are voting in Edo State, or where is that? So I was thinking, APC is going to lose. I was even annoyed with my friends. People are complaining about APC. How did APC win that election there again? I was thinking you guys won't even. I mean, the line of APC is supposed to be. I don't know the way they vote these days, but I'm just saying because I heard you guys discussing it yesterday. I don't know what happened in Edo State. I don't even know. I'm still wondering. Seriously, woman. I was thinking APC is going to lose outrightly.
You said something earlier on that if people were able to speak freely, they would say they would vote for Peter Obi, that they're just shying away from it. I think that if people were able to speak freely, they would probably tell you that they will vote for Tinubu, but they shy away from it because they don't want the backlash. And if we're going by the Edo election, because the Edo election is somewhat of a referendum on the Tinubu administration. So it's yes, and what people are saying is, we see your plan, but make sure it works. If you want to read it purely by the data and not the sentiment, what that signals is, we see your plan, but make sure it works. Because everybody knows the journey that Tinubu is on. So whether the pain is there or not, the pain is there, but there is not one single person with a functioning brain that can stand up and honestly say that they don't know what journey this man is embarked on. We all know the journey is embarked on. You know, he wants to move off. Or do you not know the journey is embarked on?
Yeah. I know. Me, I believe in Bola Tinubu, woman. I just believe the man will do something. I always celebrate my friend. Like if you come to Surulere here, Bajabi Amila is like God to them. Yeah, I'm telling you.
Let me respond a little bit.
Okay.
That Surulere area, I think I've commended Babaji Amila here in that Surulere. I said it here when he was contesting for the Senate or whatever. Babaji Amila did a very nice work in Surulere, because it's like all the street light there bears his name and the road and everything, bear his name and the signpost. So Surulere, which I commended him there. So there is no difference for what I said and what my friend here is saying. But the point still remains that whatever plan that Tinubu has, and the people are being sophisticated, hunger everywhere, and you are trying to tell them or label their mind to tell them that Bola Tinubu is doing something, then you are just on your own. And there was a video I wanted you to share, one man, where what happened on Independent Day, the way they were sharing bread to our mummies, both in the southwest. Bread. See how people were trooping around. You will turn Nigerians to beggars. Just a loaf of bread, because you want to show them you have a plan. In the other one, a heap of tubers of yam. The way they were commanding them, using security to be giving them one tubers. The video is recently. I expect you to play that video here, one man. It's a very recent video. The video just came out yesterday because that happened on Independent Day. It's just in a form of celebrating independence with Nigeria. Then you call them and pack one bus of bread, and you are sharing to the citizens, and they are rushing bread like people who never see food for the past 20 years. Just look at your citizens and see how they feel before you start to tell us that this man has a plan that
Okay,
he's
now even
building.
if you do that in South Africa, where I come from, people will go take that bread. I'm telling you, even if you do that, if you carry bread in South Africa, everywhere there are people that are suffering.
Why I say you want
Kennedy, the fact is Nigerians love free things. So if it's free, if it's free, then I'm not saying it's not a sign of hunger, but Nigerians love free things. If you are handing out bread for free, then they will rush it. So of course they will.
I don't think so.
Even if you do that in South Africa, they will do the same thing. I'm telling you. I stay in South Africa, I'm telling you, if you go to a place, the
question is how many times? How many? I watched the last. Is it the last? What happened in the UK? I don't. Well, my point is, how many times do they do it there?
Where? Do what?
Both in South Africa and Europe. I don't see those videos. Just pack your citizens and be sharing them bread. Loaf for bread. I don't see those things often. So if I've seen it, then I'll believe that maybe if they do it.
How many times do they do it in Nigeria?
Almost all the time now. This is the system of this government now. They share rice one cup. They share beans one cup. They share bread one loaf. So just check it now. You have seen it. I've seen it, especially during this administration. Number of times. This government sharing things just to maybe
share that bread, because where did they share that bread that day? Where? Which area is that?
One man has the video. He cannot tell me that he never saw the video.
No, I've
one man has. I've seen it. So if one man tells me that he never seen that video, then I don't think he's an online person. I cannot be online more than him. So
no,
I've
not seen the video, but a lot of people in the comment section are confirming it. But all right, but yeah. So as I was saying, what did you say you were making of the Edo election, FM? You said you were surprised that they voted in APC. I wasn't surprised. I had the anticipation that they would, because I am of the thought that people understand what is going on, in spite of the campaign of calumny being carried out by Peter Obi and his mob.
I won't lie to me, I was surprised, especially that video they edited where the guy said I will bring insecurity. That's what really scared me. That video that was posted online about the guy when he was campaigning in one place. Then he said he wanted to say I will stop insecurity. Then he said I will bring insecurity. That's serious, most. So I was thinking APC won't survive this one, but I don't know how they did it. I don't know.
You know what I'm starting.
Hello, one man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can now.
Okay,
You've been dipping in and out.
Yeah, then okay, all right.
Oh, did you want to come into? All right. Oh, you're testing your mic.
Yeah, because I was been trying to come to talk. Nobody was hearing me.
Yes, you were dipping in and out.
Yeah. All right.
So the FM is painting a different narrative from what the usual naysayers are painting. And what I was going to say, FM, was that this system of you can only really call it a campaign of calumny. So this negative campaigning against any and everything that the government does, it's a system that failed in 2023, and it's a system that is not really gaining the traction even in this fallow period building up to 2027. So do you think if the opposition wants to seize power from Tinubu, they have to re-strategize? So the guy does students loan, they do all this, now students loan we go through. What are you making of this sort of negative campaigning that they are relentlessly throwing against the government.
One man, some people just hate Bola Tinubu as a person.
They hate him. Even more than Buhari. I didn't think it was possible to hate anybody more than Buhari.
That guy. Some people just hate him. Like, you know, that thing people always say, what's the rational man always say, Luther of Lagos. People believe, some people believe in those things. One man, there's nothing you tell them. There's nothing. They just believe that, this guy just come. You know, I'll be telling them, whose president want to come and just destroy the country? I don't think so. Like, the man is trying his best, but people don't want to see that. I always use this adage for most. I say anything that is worth doing is worth doing badly until you get it right. So Nigeria is always something, a lot of things is damaged in this country. So for you to get it right, you must get it wrong first, then you get it right. But you're supporting as you are due, you don't want to listen.
Where do you think that hate is coming from?
I think mostly it's those people online, especially obedience. Sorry to use that word. Obedience, they you know, it's like when a pastor is preaching to you, they captured a lot of people's mind. So for you to turn is gonna be difficult. I'm telling you, it's gonna be difficult. A lot of people are online. They don't
You say about people from
just believe whatever they see online. That's it.
Dambelo. Somebody like Dambelo that used to counter his policies. This is not an obedient, just an independent mind. Countering Bola Ahmed Tinubu policies. What would you say about him also?
Is a Kwakwanso man now, Dambelo. He is a Kwakwanso man. It's a Kwakwanso man. Dambelo is a Kwakwanso man. Is he not a Kano boy? He's a Kano boy.
The guy is one of the brightest Nigeria that I've ever seen. I like that guy so much.
Brightest because it sings to your tune, Abi. That makes him bright.
No, he's not saying anything to my tune because he's not even supporting Obi. Talk more of. But the way he's playing his politics and is very intelligent. He's a teacher in China.
He's not at all intelligent.
But it's wrong. But it's wrong to conclude that people hate Tinubu. That's why they are talking against him. No.
Do you not think they hate him, Ajanle Koko?
No. People, some people, because they don't. It's not their man. You know, like some of the obedient, they don't want to open their mind. So everything is wrong. That is politics. All right. So you don't expect them as opposition to even credit anything good that you are doing. They must come after you that you have not done good. You understand? That is politics. But majority of people that are against Tinubu today in Nigeria and they are talking against him is because of the policy that he implemented that brought hardship on Nigerian people. So, like our friend from South Africa, I'm glad that the people he met, he said, Ekene, I've been coming here to say all sort of things, spewing propaganda. But the people, his own people, were telling him that if they have to vote again, they will not vote for Tinubu. He said it. So what is the point? To you, you have said it, you are APC, I mean, you love Tinubu, you vote, you said you love him. So what I can sense from what you are saying is that Tinubu never do wrong. Tinubu never do wrong. That is what you stand for. So your people already. Yeah, I'm hearing you. People already confirmed to you that they are not happy with him. So Ekene has not been coming to spew. Like, I have people in Nigeria. I talked to several people too.
Baba, the only thing I said Ekene has been saying is about the electricity. I said I'm in Lagos now.
Oh, okay, electricity. Okay. All right. If it's on electricity alone, well, I don't know. But you know that area you are is center of the city.
Baba,
you know that.
Baba, I
Ikeja, Surulere, Lagos,
Baba,
yes,
Baba,
it's
a middle class area.
Baba Jai, I will just want this guy to Let me tell you, there are places I will bring you to Lagos that never experienced electricity for the past 3 months.
But
In this
again, you know where they stay, you know where they bomb me put. You want make I tell you. I said
no, if you when I talk
come to
about issue of
Surulere. I went to visit my mom when I come. I went to
no, I'm not
Ajegule.
saying that Surulere don't
You
have
say where do you
a
know? You are not from Lagos. I'm a Lagosian. I was born here. Where do you know that I don't?
I'm not saying you're not a Lagosian, but I just want to confirm to you. I'm just saying that when I talk about electricity, I'm not saying that every Nigerians are living in darkness. That's not my point. I say it here. When I talk about electricity, I said it depends on the area where you are. You understand? So
Yeah.
if in the area where you are in Lagos, then when you come to like a place I mentioned to you now, when you go to Igbede, Igbeneri, all this Ajambadi, all this Igbede self don't have electricity at all, but it's a very well populated environment in Lagos. Well populated, new buildings. You understand? It's a
Can I talk?
It's a fast development area, but I want to confirm to you that Igbede don't have electricity at all. At all.
But that's not our argument. Again, if you
It's
I
our
stay in South
argument.
Africa, there are places in South Africa there's no electricity. I've been staying in South Africa for more than 15
There are
years.
places in the United States there's no electricity.
Again, why are you doing like this? There are places in South Africa there's no electricity.
No, not in
just think only
Lagos
Nigeria.
now.
This thing is
There are
only common in Nigeria.
places. Igbede Ojo is not a hidden area in Lagos. When you're talking about Badagry, maybe I will agree some more because Badagry is somehow very remote and all that. But when you come to Ajambadi, when you come to Igbede, those areas, some of them have good roads, some don't have good roads. It's not a hidden environment. It's a fast developing environment, but they don't have electricity.
Yeah,
the same thing happens.
My family has a house on Adikeye Street and Najigule. That's where my mom is still staying there. I'm just telling you. I went to visit. When I came in the next day, I was there for 3 days. What I'm telling you, I was there. When I got there, I said, Kosinoni. My mom said, I was shocked. I was there. 5 minutes and electricity came in Ajegule. If you know, I stay in Ojoro there. That's where I was born. I'm not telling you. No, you are doing that.
Hold on, Ekene. If you are saying it's an area that is developing, then by extension, electricity will come there. What FM is saying is not saying that the whole of Lagos has been fixed, but it's telling you that he's still marked improvements there, and he's not the only one. When Mike went home, he said the same thing. Kulata went home, he said the same thing.
But you know,
hold on.
my point is that
No. Can I just hold on?
Sorry.
When Jide comes on, he lives in Lagos. He says the same thing. So you cannot say that all of these people, they are either being misled or it's just some flash moment in time. You have to. There are marked, vast improvements taking place before people's eyes. I was listening to Niger Watch. He's in Nigeria. He's in somewhere in Lagos, and he said since he's been in Lagos, they've not taken electricity. He's one of the most ardent critics of the Tinubu administration. Is more of an obedience than you. So just acknowledge the improvements. It doesn't diminish your politics, but acknowledge the improvements. Your integrity is also at stake when people are saying something and you are saying to the contrary.
I know what you are saying. You know, I said it depends on your area. You know, all these are broad based. Once they come back, they go to Ireland, they go to all these developed area. They will be giving you a report from that environment. Then forget the people, the men Nigerians are living in most of these remote areas. They don't even care to come to that side. Because this my guy that is speaking that is saying he will come to Aboju. Even Aboju is a developed area. You cannot tell me you are coming to Aboju and tell me you are giving the report of what I'm saying. I'm not saying that electricity is not in some part of Lagos or it's not improving in some part.
From Agboju Amuwo to where you are, it's not 10 minutes drive. 10 minutes drive.
All right.
Or
All right. Let's just move away from there. I think we're over-delivering that. What else are people talking about? At FM. What seems to be at the foremost of their
No,
thoughts?
they are crying of price of rice. They are saying it's going up. So I don't know. Because me, I just eat out. You understand? Because I came alone. My family is in South Africa.
You've not been to the market. You've not been to the market.
Yeah, Woman, I wanted to do that. It's because I've been busy, but I will do that for you and send you some video. I'll do it for you tomorrow. Because I saw both the way because Suliri, I saw
If you do,
they are carrying yam.
price yam. If you go to the market,
Yeah, I saw
yam.
them carrying yam up and down today. I was busy. I wanted to. There's an abuki. I almost stopped him, but we are driving past. Hey, we don't pass this guy. I said I wanted to do video. Even that video of that NNPC petrol. I wanted to do the video because I was in a hurry. I wanted to go and meet somebody in Ikoide quickly. So when I was coming back, the traffic was too much. But people are crying for the price of rice. They're crying. It's like, I don't even know how much is it, but it's expensive. The way people.
You said you eat out. How much is sorry, what quality of I'm expecting that you are not a mama put, but I suspect that you are not eating every day in a plush restaurant as well. So I'm expecting that you are eating in some sort of average, decent, clean environment. So what's the price of a meal there?
Like my friend has a restaurant where I always go. He's my friend. You understand?
No, that's paddy price.
No. He's selling it to me. He's selling it. I'm paying him. The price is there. Not like I'm paying him the same price. Not like he's not doing me any favor. I'm telling you, I pay the actual. He's my friend. So, like, the highest I've bought maybe is 5,000 naira, 6,000, something like that. A meal.
What sort of meal is that?
Pando yam and egusi, all those things.
How many meats?
Like 3 meats. Yeah.
And the drink, is the drink included?
No, the drink is not included. The drink is not included.
Poundo yam for 5,000 naira.
Yeah.
With meat and everything.
Yeah.
In Surulere.
There are even cheaper places. I'm telling you, because one guy told me that, hey, this is your friend, Robbie. Let me take this somewhere. So I'm telling you, in Surulere, you want me to do video for you? I'll do it tomorrow when I'm in Chicago.
That's not an unreasonable price. That's what? How much is that? That's roughly £2.
How many Nigeria can eat 5,000?
Do you know how much you know how much you spend on that in here? You spend 20 pounds minimum.
One man
with 3 meats, poundo yam with a goosey with 3 meats. Yeah, that's 20 pounds minimum without the drink.
One man,
and they are paying under £2.
One man
we can hear you now.
We can hear you, Baba. Baba, I'm going.
Hello.
We can hear
One
you.
man, how many Nigeria you think can eat 5,000 at a go?
No.
5,000.
Can I just hold on? That's at a restaurant though. So the restaurant, you are paying for that, and then their profit on top of it. So if it's that in a middle range restaurant, then that tells you then that to cook it at home will be about 1.5, no more than 2,000.
That is not true, man. That is not true.
If they are selling a plate of poundo yam with 3 meats in a middle range restaurant, then the cost of that meal at a home will be 2,000 naira.
Look, let me tell you. I talked to someone. I asked him that, okay, if you want to cook, like just you prepare soup with meat, and maybe some efo with it, and for a couple and one child, and we only eat that soup only in the night. I said, how much will it cost? They are not eating it twice, so just once a day. He said maybe around 15,000.
For how many people?
For 3 of them, and they are eating just only in the night, and it will last just only 3 days. So let's say 3 days, they finish just soup. There's no meat, there's no distino, there's no gari there. There is no rice there, or there is no maize there, or beans, or the rest of the stuff. Oh. So just only soup.
15,000 naira for
that is just
hold on, and that lasts
minimum
3 days.
minimum with a minimum ingredient, not
what's minimum ingredient? There's meat there, there's vegetables there, and there's palm
no.
oil
Hold
there.
on, just you say you just want to a minimum. Not extravagant. That's what I'm not extravagant.
Yes, now.
Just basic. You pay just basic.
Yes.
It's around 50.
Yes.
So
Yes.
let me tell you, so
yes.
average Nigerian, that is killing. Ask him that is in Lagos now, he will tell you. Ask him for average Nigerian.
But I went somewhere. Somebody took me somewhere.
Ask him.
I bought food for like 3 people. When they brought the price, it's 9,000 naira. I'm telling you, and it's a very good meal. Baba,
for 3 people.
3 people.
How many Nigerians you think that have that 9,000 in their pocket?
Baba, where I parked today in Ikoyi, I went somewhere.
Iwo, you are from outside the country. You brought in the money. You live a kind of lifestyle in South Africa. So that level of lifestyle you live in South Africa is upper middle class lifestyle. So you can't use that to judge, to see people, you buy food 5,000, you think it's not cheap to regular day-to-day Nigeria. It's not.
But Nigerians are eating there now, Baba.
Hold on.
Nigerians I met Nigerians there eating before I came. Maybe I'm the only person that came from outside. They were eating there. Nigerians, they were eating there. I'm not the only one.
But hold on, can I just hold on? That argument of Adanle Koko is not even tenable, because you're talking about a middle class guy, a sportsman, in fact. So we all know how wealthy they are. So he takes 3 people to a restaurant and they spend 9,000 naira on a meal. So that's the baseline. So let's start from there. So that restaurant that they go to, you don't expect somebody like FM to go and eat in the gutters. So it'll be some reasonably decent restaurant. And at a reasonably decent restaurant,
sorry to come in. I met three actors, Nollywood actors there eating there.
All right. All right. So that's the level of restaurant. At a reasonably decent restaurant where actors go to, the price of a meal for 3 people is an unbelievably cheap price of 9,000 naira. They would have had everything they needed, of course, 9,000 naira. So let's hold that. So if you now take that to the lower rungs of society, where the price points are cheaper, so you don't expect that. You know the price of Gari will vary according to where the demography is. So if you transmute that to the lower rungs of society, then you will say that the food affordability is easily afforded. Because they will not be paying that middle income price.
One man, don't say this. Don't say food affordability. No, don't say. When you are going that line, you're going to offend a lot of people. You don't want Nigerians listening to this, that food is affordable. He was telling you earlier that food, people are
3,000 naira in a middle class restaurant.
Even affordable.
It's not affordable.
He said Nollywood star going to eat there. What does that tell you? If a Nollywood star is going to eat, hold on. If a Nollywood star is going to eat at a restaurant where they sell for 3,500, that's a high-class restaurant. So imagine the low-level Nigerian people. You think they can eat in that restaurant?
No, they can't.
Okay.
But because hold on, let me just make this point. You know those guys that push wheelbarrows in the markets to help people carry their things from wherever to their car. How much do you think they make a day?
Woma, that's when I want to come in. When I drove to Ikoyi today, there was no parking. The boys that parked me because they blocked the place. You know how much I paid to them? I paid them 2,000 and just to enter a place and come out. These guys are taking money from the streets. I was even telling people, because I went to an office, I said, why don't you guys just do a car park? They say those boys, they need to eat. Imagine, I paid 2,000 rand just to park outside on the road. They even blocked the place. 2,000 rands. So, Baba, these boys are making money. They are making money on the street there. They can afford that meal. I'm telling you.
Okay, let me say this, one man. You know, it sounds very easy to you guys, but you just have to calculate the average Nigerian workers. A lot of Nigerians are workers, both bankers and minimum wage earners, all those stuff. Let's say, because normally what I used to eat is that 3,035. That's what I eat, and I eat 2 times a day, morning and the night. I don't eat three times. You understand? So most of the time, only me. I spend 7,000 naira a day for mama put. Only me. And now my own mama put will not all these fancy restaurants. I understand where he said he ate 5,000 naira. I understand that kind of restaurants. Is for me to go there maybe it's once. But normally on a normal day, it's just that 3,035. So when you drink bottled water, so you don't expect Nigerian to be happy. What they used to take, like that plate of food before the government took over, was about 700 naira, 800 naira. And sometime I could remember when I was doing boy, my food is 200 naira. That's still far back about in 2010, 2011, and those days. If you eat 200 naira food, you are well okay. You can eat. It's a big money.
Let me ask this question. When you call the electrician or the building contractor or the plumber to come and give you a quote, is he giving you the quote from Buhari era or this era?
That question is for Ekenemos.
Yes, you see, people say all of these things. That a plate of rice was 700 naira, now it's 2,000 naira. Well, calling a plumber was 1,000 naira then, now it's 10,000 naira. So everything still equates and balances out. You know, the workers, the artisans, they adjust their prices to the economic reality, and everything insulates. You know, so all this don't worry about all
Everything
that.
done. When you have not balanced the workers, the workers' salary, then nothing has insulated. I earning 30,000 naira today, 20,000 naira, 25,000, especially in private school. Even your government work has insulated. What has circulated? Everything's still the same. 70,000 naira minimum wage has not matched.
Ekene, please,
Yeah.
I'm very sorry. I always say this on this platform. Good evening, everyone. Ekene, a family of 3 in Melbourne will spend $250 for grocery in 2 weeks, 3 weeks thereabout. Now we are spending double, almost going more than double. So Nigeria is not, everything happened. You remember Okoju Ewela saying everything we are facing is global. So it's not peculiar to Nigeria alone. Forget about the price are high everywhere in the world.
Yeah, but
America, UK,
Thomas, what Ekene is arguing is that the salary has not been adjusted to that, so they're still on old salary, having to buy things in new prices. I think that's what his argument is.
Yeah, I can agree to that. But
That is
everywhere
my
in the whole
point.
world, yeah,
Thomas,
I can agree to that.
Thomas, when prices are increasing and the salaries of the workers are adjusted also to match the price of store, I don't think anybody will complain. I used to say it here.
Ekene, like 3 months ago, they had $10 per hour to our pay. Every almost 6 months. So salaries being increased. Yeah, I agree with you with that. I don't dispute that, because as the inflation is going up, the government is arguing. Yeah.
Yeah, that is what the government has to do.
That's where the hardship comes in. But can I hold on? Let Kandu come in. Kandu, you couldn't bear it. You couldn't bear it anymore, could you?
Yeah, you guys drove me out of my shell. You guys drove me out of my shell. Good evening, everyone.
Can do. Báwo ni o?
Yes, sir. Ekale, sir. Ekale, sir. Good evening, everyone. Our man from South Africa, Ndewo, Ekale, or whichever, or Ekaro, then in Nigeria. I've been listening to these things, and I was in Nigeria myself in March and April. I even went and did a video for one man where I went to the locust, as local as you can get to a buka to go and buy rice. If you see the rice gone, even me that I don't eat a lot of food, I eat once a day anyway. Even me that I don't eat a lot of food, I did the video. The piece of meat is like the piece of meat I will eat in over here is like the side of the piece of meat that I would normally eat, and it was 700 naira. That was as local as you can get. I searched. It wasn't that I just stopped somewhere. I literally went searching that okay, where is the buka that you can get to? And then I went to Amoke. There's a place called Amoke.
Yeah, I went there too in Surulere. Thank you.
Yeah,
I went to Amboke.
there's
I
a
was
place.
there. Thank you.
Yeah, there I'm okay. I've been during the 5 weeks that I was in Lagos. I took people to Amoke probably 10 times. I did not eat my own self. I didn't eat at all. And the average meal at Amoke that I bought for people was 3,005. And that's two pieces of meat, not big. They were decent sized piece of meat with rice, usually jollof rice or white rice. And then I think there were a couple of times when somebody had amala and whatever, whether it was a weduo and or whatnot. Amoke is not a place where Amoke is what I would call regular. Amoke is not like out there. And I'm telling you, this was not a one-time occurrence. I did this 8, 10 times while I was there. So it wasn't like, oh, let's just go and spend and finish chow. I know places in Ekoi that I've gone to with guys. So when we go there, you're gonna spend 90 grand. That's just it. And aside from that, when I like a week before I came back, my dad's cook was fired, and I've been telling them I can cook. They thought I was joking. So I went to the market. Bought the pepper, bought the tomatoes, bought the onions, took them to the grinding place, bought uh, live chicken that they prepared for me and everything. And that meal, because I wrote down everything. There was no okay. I bought the live chicken and then we went to another place. We bought some turkey because my dad likes turkey. So we bought some frozen turkey. That meal cost 32,000 naira. So what someone was talking
Hold on,
about.
hold on. Don't run away
Yes.
just yet.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
how much did the chicken cost?
I think if I remember correctly, I believe the chicken, it was a really big size, not just your regular one. Yeah. I think the chicken was 12, if I'm not mistaken.
12,000 naira.
Yeah, it was a
You
real
must be
big one.
joking.
Yeah, actually, they
You
had
must
the
be
ones that
joking.
were the regular one. Obviously, you're looking at a lot of feathers, but you can see that this one is about almost like twice the size of the regular one. I don't know how they feed this thing. But I think it was Babaja that was talking about somebody making a meal for 15,000. And he said that they would eat that meal only at night for 3 days.
Yes.
So,
That's a family of three, by the way, a family of
right,
three.
but only at night. You have not considered if they're going to eat breakfast or they're going to just do 011 and eat lunch as well.
Nothing compels you to eat more than 1 meal. I eat
Like I said,
one meal a day.
I've been eating 1 meal a day for more than 20 years, not by force. I snack around all day long, but when I say snack, fruits, apples, whatever. And I guess that nobody is saying, yeah, this is worldwide, just like General Thomas just said. And what he said that they increased, I mean, unless if I heard him wrong, is that they increased, did he say they increased their pay by $10
Yes, it
per
says they do
what?
that frequently.
But $10 per what duration?
Per
Is that
hour. That would be a per hour.
so? That if my math, not math, if my math is correct, that's six for an average employee. That's 16. That's an additional 1,600 a month.
Yeah, but that's Australian dollar, though, not
I
real
know, but
money.
you
Not
see,
not
I
real
mean,
money.
again, I agree. I mean, no one is saying that what they used to sell things for in the days of Obasanjo is what they should sell it for today. No one is saying that. And aside from that, I have people that I'm working with in Nigeria. There are people that buy gari, there are people that buy crayfish. I'm going to tell you this crayfish story real quickly. There is one person that I have that sells smoked fish and crayfish. 3 months ago, no, about 10 weeks ago, they went to where they buy a bag of crayfish. They bought 3 bags of crayfish for 52,000 naira per bag. When they went about 9 days ago, the same bag of crayfish was 90,000. The fish, they go and buy fish like every 10 days. The same dried smoked fish that they went to go and buy like 5 weeks ago, they actually have different sizes, but the same proportion that they bought about 5 weeks ago for 60,000, they paid 72,000 for it on Tuesday. So again, no one is saying this has nothing to do with. I don't care if it's Obasanjo that is there. I don't care if it's Obi that is there or whoever.
But that's easily explained now. That's the price of petrol.
This is not petrol. You don't go from 52,000. You don't go from 52,000 10, 11 weeks ago to 90,000.
All right. So what are you identifying as the problem?
No, I guess at the end of it, I mean, like the man who said he went with 3 people to go and they ate 9,000. I mean, like I said, I'm okay. I don't consider I'm okay to be a fancy restaurant, and
That
almost
one is
I
not
cost.
Amoke. Oh, that place I spent 9,000 is not Amoke.
Yeah, and I went to we went to what did they call one of these supermarket place, the popular one, Shoprite. Me, I didn't even know that they collect money. We drove in there, and when we drove in there, they wanted to eat. Not at the Shoprite, but there was another restaurant in the same place. But when we got there, they decided they didn't want to eat. So we turned around like 5 minutes later. On the way out, this guy said we had to pay them 500 naira. I told the guys, give them the 500 naira from your pocket, I'll pay you back. But I'm not handing them 500 naira. I didn't buy anything. I just came in. You saw me. So I mean, there is no solution for this thing. But at the
Are you
end of the
saying,
day,
are you saying you pay 500 naira for parking or for just going in there?
just going in and on the way,
No.
we would have
That
thought.
was for parking anyway. So whether you spend
That's for
5 minutes
parking.
or not,
Why,
yeah.
why would you pay 500 just going into the shop right?
And that was my point to this guy. If we had actually, I mean, we actually joked around. Egbon, I like your glasses. Igbakon Awukon. And you just saw me turn around. Okay, 8 minutes later, I didn't buy anything, and you want me to pay you 500
But
bucks?
it's the same system here. Can do.
Okay. Well, again, you see, all this, I don't do all this. What about? What about? What about? People are suffering in that South Africa. If you give people loaves of bread,
Actually, can do. Let me hold you to that anecdote that you just gave there. Your person that bought and then when he went back to buy again, or she went back to buy again, the price has gone up by 8,000%, or yes, yeah, 80% or thereabout. So, what are you attributing that to? What's the attribution? What do you think explains that?
um, I think there's some. I really don't know what to call it. I don't know if you remember. There was a video that was running around where women. I think they were in Oyo or somewhere. They were shouting that the bag of frozen fish that they were buying for 30,000 was now 90,000. There was a big thing about it, maybe about 9 months ago or so, if I remember correctly. I don't think it's just petrol. I mean, when I was in Nigeria, I think I was buying petrol for like 600 or 620 or 610. Then I know when I spoke with my dad a few days ago, well, no, when I spoke with him maybe about a month ago, he said it had gone to 1,000 something. I don't know if it's still at 1,000 something. I didn't ask him the last time I spoke with him. But I don't believe this is just the increase in the price of fuel. I think people are just scared that things are going to be higher, and they just attribute whatever amount to the price of things, and that's just what it is, you know. So again, yeah, price of things have gone up. I used to buy a 36 pack of eggs from Walmart for $4.19.
Hold on. What you're talking about is price gouging there, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I think it's price gouging. I think that's the name of it.
So,
Yeah, it's just
that's
price
entirely
gouging.
down to the greed of the Nigerian and not the economy.
No,
Because
well,
I don't think so.
the economy.
But can
It
do
is the
price of
economy.
control contribute to it
Let
too.
me
Yeah,
When
it
the
does.
price
It
of
does.
Hold on,
I'm just saying that I'm just saying that it's the increase in the price of petrol does not make something go from 52,000 to 90,000 in the span of 10 weeks.
Kandu, let me respond a little bit, one man, because this price gouging and all that, I don't understand. I would have sent you a chat. If not, I'm using this phone, one man, where I chatted my customer in Ghana that used to buy goods for me during the time of Goodluck Jonathan until Buhari came in. A lot of them don't buy goods again. Many Ghana customer don't buy goods in Nigeria again. So I was trying to chat him up to ask him what is the problem. Why? We know they hear you. He said things are very high in Nigeria. So there is this particular item he used to buy from me. One strong item that I used to buy from me. So he now asked me, okay, what is the price of this? Now, if the price is okay, I'll buy it. I will send you the money now. Then you go and send the goods to me at the park. I say no problem. I now gave him the price. We are selling that thing for 780, 800. I sold it to him for 750 naira. He said that he cannot buy it. I said why? He said this particular item now he's buying it 650 naira in Ghana. At the exchange of if he exchange it in naira, the price is 650 naira, and he will still pay high cost to clear it from the custom before he will collect the goods, and the custom price there has rise to about more than 400%. So you now tell me, okay, do you now see the reason why we don't buy in Nigeria again? So is this price gouging? Every businessman wants to sell his goods and make a turnover. Turnover is business. I cannot be gouging my price if I'm a good businessman. I want to roll over my money every minute and every hour. Whether it is 5 naira profit, what matters is that running over the money, turning it over time without number, and getting your profit. So the chart is there. If you say I'm lying, if I finish this I will just screenshot that chart and send it to you. And when I tell you that Ghanaians don't buy from Nigeria anymore, unless things they know that they cannot maybe get it in their market. So any price they see it in Nigeria market, they buy it. A lot of African. So how can Ghana something that I know that Ghana used to buy with trucks in Nigeria before? Today, none of them come to our market.
Mr. Kenneth, let me add this to it. Okay, like the person selling crayfish. One of the things I did was I said, how many paint buckets are in one bag of crayfish? And they told me it was 28 paint buckets. I said, okay, how much are you selling each paint bucket for? They said 7,500. When I did the calculation, I said, if you're selling at 7,500, you are making 90,000 per bag. I said, you are going to be spending a lot of time in the market. My suggestion to you is to sell that same paint that everybody's selling for 7,500, you sell it for 5. Because at 5, you're still making about 55% profit. You cannot be trying to sell for 750. If everybody around you is selling for 75 to make 75, I mean 90,000. If you sell for 5, yeah, you will make less money, but most of the customers will come to you. I remember when I used to sell laptop in this country,
and you will turn over quicker.
Yeah,
which will make you. Yeah.
I used to rent U-Haul trucks to move when they used to sell what do they call it, computer screen. Sometimes I will rent 2 trucks while everybody else is trying to sell at a higher amount. I want to sell while you're still sitting around. I have moved 8 trucks, and that's what you got to do. You have to use the Walmart method. Walmart does not make a lot of money on any one item, but they sell millions of a lot of items every day. And that's the key. And that's the thing that I'm trying to, both the people selling Gary, both the people selling, what do they call it? Rice. I'm told the bag of rice that was bought for 72,000. When did they buy rice? I think that was about 2 months ago. That is about 98 now for the same bag. But again, everybody has to, and again, just based on these people's experience that I've had with these people, what I'm coming to realize is that a lot of people are trying to make a lot of money on every single thing. You have to reduce,
and that's the price gouging right there, isn't it? So
people, you have to reduce the price.
Okay, let me ask you, Kandu, what of the government that makes a lot of money from import duties these days? What do you tell them?
Mr. Kene, you see, I can't fight. Hold on. I can't fight the government. Me as an individual, I can't go and fight with custom men or whoever. The only people I can deal with are my customers. So it is my job to try and figure out whatever it is that I'm selling, whether it is Gary, whether it is nail, that how can I sell? And this is always the thing that I preach to everybody that I deal with in Nigeria. Figure out the profit point.
Can I hold on? Let him down.
Yeah, figure out a profit point where you can still make some profit. Your turnaround is what's going to make you rich. I have people selling water, bottled water. I have people selling bottled water. They sell them 75 naira less than other people, and they're moving the market. It's taking you longer to make the same profit, but your volume is making up for the difference. It's a volume business.
Okay. Let me put a little bit this thing to you. Let me say this. Price anything as a businessman today in Nigeria, apart from Alaba International Market that I know that sell wholesale, and some other big market in Nigeria that sell wholesale, I don't think other people are maybe retailers, or maybe when they buy from the market they sell. The problem is not actually the people, and it's not the price gouging. Before you make any sale, you should know that the price of your shop has gone for about 400% increase since this administration. The price of your housing has gone up to about 400% increase since this administration. So all these things, the school fees of your children today has gone up of about maybe 300 or 350% increase since this administration. You're not going to pick money from the street to pay those things, apart from your food stop, your daily and your clothing and your wares and all those things. You understand? You still have to make that money out of your business. So people don't dash out their goods because you want them to please the government or to please you. So
there's nothing you and I can do about the government. There's nothing we can do.
Let me just land my point.
All right, land that point and then we move on. Yeah.
So you should, when you if somebody today, like a lot of our business women, all these are market women that I know today in the market, they go to Lapo, all this microfinance bank to borrow money. to do all these their petty business. Most of them borrow 50,000, 100,000 naira days back. Many of them cannot access that fund again because of the interest rate. So what do you expect them to do? You should check it. I know them very well. Most of all these are big mummies that sell fish, sell tomatoes and all this. The bank we know them is the bank they call Apple Microfinance Bank. Today, they don't go there to borrow money again. Or if they manage to borrow, think about the interest rate. And are they not, the interest rate is more than 35% from microfinance bank. Then they should go and borrow money from the government to pay that interest rate and make also their own profit. What do you expect? Even if the man is buying it for 9,000 naira and is selling it for you for 20,000 naira, it's still not enough because his interest rate is about 40%. That is it. Before he talks about feeding himself and paying his house rent and shop rent.
All right, Kenneth, we must move on. I think we've overlaid that. So thank you, Kenneth. So it's a complex situation, but I think attributing all of the blame to the government, I think is misdiagnosing the problem. And I think the example that Kandu gave us there exemplifies that. But let's bring other voices in. I don't know if Ajan Lekoko wants to come in. We were just, I'm not even sure what we were talking about. We were struggling for topics for the day, but we've ended up in the middle of a conversation. But we were talking about Reno Omokri, who has now, from Tinubu being the biggest criminal known to mankind, Tinubu now the best president in the world. So that seems to be the central theme. Ajan Lekoko, do you want to?
Yeah, thank you, one man, and greetings to our listeners around the world. Click on the like button, share and subscribe if you haven't done so. Look, Omkri is a politician. So all what he did in 2022, when he was jumping up in London carrying placard, was politics. So he appeared as if he was fighting for the good of Nigeria, the good of Nigeria and Nigerian people. But as a politician, you can see it now that he's fighting for his political interests. He's not the first one to do that. What's the name of Daniel Buala? That one that I call the biggest loser. He did the same thing too. He say all sort of, he was with Tinubu, then he jumped to Atiku, and he was saying all sort of things against Tinubu. He carried out the campaign of, he describing me all sort of name, called him all sort of name, and he was championing Atiku. So when Atiku lost the election and Tinubu now the president, you see the way he quickly retraced his steps and started chanting Tinubu again, and and the same thing that Omokri did today to visit Tinubu, he did the same thing to go and shake and go and dobale. Baba.
Are you disappointed that he's done that full cycle? This is it's quite. Let me play you. It's quite a ridiculous thing, actually. Let me play you this.
Chief criminal.
So that was December 2022. The picture you are seeing on your screen now, this is October 2024. So it's not even completed 2 years. And now from Tinubu Ole to Tinubu is my daddy. So it's unbelievable.
360-degree U-turn.
In less than 2 years.
So that is why we are telling our people that all these politicians, all these people that have been part of this political class, no matter how they can sing and sing and play their music, their political music, it is politics. They cannot represent you. So it's good that you are looking at it. You can see him now. So, and to our brothers that are the obedient, we told you, Obi is part of the class. He cannot do it. In his statement recently, he said, if I were the president, I will not oppose people. No, I might not. How did he make a statement? He said, I might not agree with them. I might not agree with people that are proposing, regional government, but I will not stop them from, pursuing, their dream. I might not support them. So look at that statement. I might not support their call for regional government, but I will not stop them from, agitating for it or calling for it. So you see the double. They want to spread their leg here and there. They are neither here or there. That is the way they play the game. So I'm not surprised that he has truly come out in his true color, where he belongs. He's a politician. Tinubu is a politician. Atiku is a politician. So they know each other. So they can, at any time, they can against each other when at election time. But quickly they can come together, switch ground after the election, and then continue their friendship. But we, the people, are not their friends. They don't see us as their friend. They care for themselves. They will never care for you. So it is we that have to come together now, and strategize and then vote these people out. If we have the courage, but the problem with us is that we don't have the courage. We don't want to develop the courage. This political class will always divide us against each other along the religious line, tribal line, and all those nonsense. We fall easily into it, and they carry on the business. So, welcome back home, Omokri. So, one man, we wanted to intensify our efforts to bring him here so that we can ask him, why did he switch? Why did he turn around? Why did he abandon Atiku? Is he abandoning PDP now? Is he preparing ground to go and join APC like his brother did, Daniel Buala? Is it preparing ground for declaration to APC? Because when they want to declare, this is the process. They will go and visit, they will go and do this, visit the president, take picture, have handshake, and then the next time you're going to see them with the chairman of the party, or they organize a kind of in their state, and then they will chant, and people will hail them, and boom, it's back home. So one man, and just do your own best to bring him here so that we can ask him question on why the turnaround. Did he make any statement concerning why he went to visit the president?
It's saying it's to do with the Independence Day. So it says spending Independence Day with President Tinubu at the presidential villa. May God bless Nigeria. So I think it was more, he wanted to put the picture out just to let us know that he has done the full cycle. It was also with Gbajabiamila. I think I'm not quite sure if this is his first time back in Nigeria since he escaped Buhari. He says with former Speaker of the House of Representatives and current Chief of Staff to the President, Honorable Gbajabiamila, a man whose love for Nigeria transcends party region. So it's on a journey of sycophancy, you know.
This guy is smart though.
A journey of
The way he's praising
sycophancy.
oh God. After you called them several bad names during the election, now Gbajabiamila is a man of he's a Nigerian man that loves everybody, and when one man that is them. Let's just leave them alone. Let's see. I mean, it is left for us. If we, the people, don't want to do the right thing, we want to continue to follow them, good. They don't care. They will destroy it. They will bankrupt the country. They will destroy the country, and they will not suffer. They have their family. They have what do you call it? They have another country passport, and they can easily move out of the country. So they have
you know, I never used to believe that until Buhari, who I thought was actively trying to bankrupt the country, because of course Buhari prefers to live in the UK than anywhere else, and it's quite curious actually that Buhari is in the UK now, Tinubu is in the UK, and they are all having all these meetings with Yakubu Gowon. So I'm not quite sure what they are plotting for us next, but there it is.
So politicians don't care. They just they will bankrupt the country, destroy it, and they will leave you alone. They don't care. They only care for their family and their cronies and some sycophant that they can give money to go and attack people and stuff like that, their political opponent and stuff, and then they will go their own way. But if we believe that we really love our country, I don't know the fear why we don't want to change, bring a new set of people. Let's try something new. What's the fear?
I don't think it's fear. I think it's confidence. I don't think people have confidence in the alternative options. I don't think people especially care for the people there now, but I don't think they have confidence in the alternative. I don't think there's no reason for people to have confidence in Shore or Prince Adebayo or indeed Peter Obi. You know, Peter Obi, at least he has some political quantity, but they may well be successful in private enterprise, but they talk a good game, but then the game is played on the field, not in the tactics room. So I think it's confidence. I don't think they have confidence in these people.
You see, we like to do this thing about people don't have confidence. We can start talking like that. Fine. This is a guy who lost Lagos. I mean, what confidence does the people in Lagos not have in him? I mean, we know what the shenanigans they did in Lagos. This is a guy who lost Kano. Major cities, major state that they said if you can't win those states, then you should not win the election. But yet this guy won the election. Yet we see we saw the figures that were manufactured for this guy. Even Castina, he didn't even win Castina. Zamfara didn't win Zamfara. But yet they cook figures. What we saw played out in those states, what we saw played out in that presidential election. Where did they get all those numbers from? Well, we can say
when you said they didn't win Kano, what were the margins? What were his numbers?
You will talk about the margin, right? You talk about the margin, right?
Is it not a numbers game?
So they did all these players, all these places that they don't win, they tally everything together, and then the one places they won, then that shoot him to I mean, come on, you see, It's okay. We don't
but is that not exactly the case though? What you just said?
It's not. They manufactured it. They rigged the election.
Yeah, but that's your interpretation.
Yeah, that's my opinion.
Yes. But if you are saying win Lagos, the margin between Obi and Tinubu was about 60,000. The margin in Kano was less than 100,000. So
we hear you. Less than 100,000. Yeah, we hear you. I mean, come on. You see what they did in Kaduna State. See what they did in River State. And you're telling me you won. Look at what they did in Benue State. You're telling me you won. It's okay, one man. You see,
what did they do? What they did was to win those states.
People are sick and tired of APC. People don't want APC anymore. But APC found their way, especially with this guy that is there, who is a master at the game. He found a way to rig himself in. Tinubu did not win that election. Tinubu did not win that election. But that's my opinion, right? Because the figure out there that you want to make reference to, the INEC, the inglorious INEC, you want to refer to them as the arbiter, the people that can declare people winner. Yes, they declared him winner, right? I mean, we are hearing stories about the idiot. I mean, the one in the present APC chairman, Kocha, from who was the deputy chief of staff to was that guy's name? Amechi. When he was saying that they were rigging the election, you saw him today when he was saying over the news today.
I've got the clip here. Let me play for a moment. Then you come in after it.
Mr. Kocha, let me ask you. So, were you really rigging elections, like you said, while you were chief of staff?
Yeah, that.
Mr. Kocha, it's been said everywhere now that you yourself said it while you were chief of. You were rigging elections.
Yes. I didn't talk about what I said to him. First and foremost, I need to let my brother know that the world is empire, not empire. So just for his information. Then on the issue of whether I rigged the election, I didn't hide it. I should be paid as a whistleblower.
So that was a politician admitting to rigging elections here.
One man, these people should be shot. People like this should be shot in a sane society. This is incredible.
You see, that's the irony of that country, that's a useless country called Nigeria. I don't even know why we're still together. When people like this can boldly come out and they tell you, and if you play that clip to you, you will hear him say, "Oh, that was in the past. A criminal that has killed, and if he come and confess today, he cannot bring whatever he has done." I mean, there's a what was that thing they used in that legal term he was trying to use? He was saying that there is a statute of limitation of that crap he was talking about. You see, when you have these kind of people, you just give us a Reno that was the other day was with the people. Now it's now with the criminals. I mean, you start wondering. These are the kind of people that Nigerian breeds, and I'm sure so many of us on this platform now, if they start calling you to come and stay in National Rock now, I mean, especially Agade Koko that is talking here, I know Agade Koko will start singing another song. Like, yes, I trust them now. I know them now. They press them. They'll be vibrating here like that. So we know them. You see, that's the irony of that country. That's why I've lost hope in that country. It's true. It's not the government. It's the people, because the people invariably are the people that makes the government. The government is not like some kind of like a separate entity, like an imaginary being of its own. No, it's the humans there. It's what the society churn out. These are the kind of people Nigeria churn out every day. People that lack morals, that lack principles. Today they are here, tomorrow they are there. What is the principle? What is that? You see, that's the point. We will never move forward as a people. And it's so sad that this is our generation and the generation that just after us, you're going to suffer this consequence. You're telling me that Tinubu won election. Election or no win. It's okay. You can refer to your IREV and refer to
it's not even the IREV. It's very difficult to argue that Tinubu did not win that election because because if you argue that Tinubu did not win that election, then you have to argue that somebody else won the election. So there's no argument that tells us that Peter Obi won the election, and it's very difficult that there's an argument that tells us that Atiku won the election. So if the argument does not support an Obi or an Atiku win, then who won?
Well, one man, I don't want to. I'm just giving my own opinion, my own take on that. Because when you were talking about the people are not ready. Of course, the people are not ready. The people they don't believe in LB. They don't believe in Atiku. They don't believe in Showore. Come on, say me that's all. That's all.
Do you think they do?
Yes.
Do you think they do? Do
No.
you think the people believe in
This
Atiku
last election,
or
Nigerians,
Showore?
the only time that I know Nigerians voted, they really voted, was in June 12, 1992. That was the last time they voted. Ever since then, forget it. There's never any election in Nigeria. It's all about rigging. Whoever can rig best. There's never time we had a good election in Nigeria. So for me, it's just it's you see, for woman. I don't want to argue with that point. My point is just
hold on. Yeah, in that 2023 election, was it only the APC that rigged, or did they rig more than most?
Here we go again.
No.
Okay.
What you keep saying? Here we go again. You make all these statements and you don't want them challenged.
I don't have the strength to argue today because I know we've argued so many things.
No, answer that question now. Rational mind. No, it's a legitimate question.
APC and PDP, they are the masters at rigging. So if you're asking me,
you are not answering the question.
I answered the question now. If you want me to answer it the way you want me to answer, I've answered it my own way. I said APC and PDP, they are master at rigging, and they rigged that election. So what do you guys want?
The Labour Party rigging?
You want to go to the Labour Party?
No. Yeah, that's the question now. Did Labour Party rigging the 2023 election?
One man, can I try and answer that?
Yeah, go on, because I want to go to the figures coming out of the East. Yeah, answer that.
I can only imagine that a bunch of people in the different parties rigged. Are we saying that there was a structure in what's the Obese party, whatever the Labour Party? Was there a structure of people rigging? Like APC and PDP, where there was actually a structure of doing it. And again, just because somebody else is doing something wrong, I am not going to do something wrong just because you're doing it. And if Nigerian people, whether it's because of fear, whether it's because of hunger, whether it's because of whatever it is, if they want to continue this way, let them continue. What is anybody else? What is Babaja or General or Rational Mind or anybody else going to do to elevate this suffering? So if the people are going to go and collect a bag of rice or a pint of ororo to go and rig, let them just make sure they stretch that bag of rice for the next 4 years. If they want to continue in their misery, for whatever their reasons are, I can understand. Well, they don't know. They don't know if they can trust the alternative. I don't know Showore from Adam, but I personally, even in the last election, if I had the opportunity, I personally would have voted for Showore. Even if he gets there and turns around and becomes Idi Amin of Uganda.
Would that vote be a protest vote, or because you have confidence that Showore is capable? Would it be in protestation of the status quo or out of confidence in Showore?
No, I think what I'm trying to say is the average level-headed Nigerian should have voted for Showore, not just myself. And let's put him there. Let us see what he's going to do. So I wouldn't have voted for him because it would not have counted, because it wouldn't have mattered. But if Nigerians are serious.
But let's hold on to that vote. If you voted for Showore, would you be voting for him or would you be voting against the status quo? Because those are two different narratives.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
To vote for him is to say that you feel that you are confident that he has the capacity to run the Nigerian state. So that's to vote for him. But to vote against the status quo is to say that anything else other than these people would do. Yes,
I get it. And I don't, like I said, I don't know the man from Adam. I don't really listen to these people that much. But the things I've heard the man say, I believe him. I have I don't have any reason not to believe him. If he had gotten there, I would be voting for him. Is the answer. Out of from Obi to Atiku to what's his name, Tinubu. Out of those 4 people, Kwankwaso, 5 people, I will have voted because to me, you need a Tunde Idiagbon hand to rule Nigeria. You need a Tunde Idiagbon, someone who's going to come and put people in their place, put people in line. And from what I see from him, I think he'll probably start from picking up Babangida in Mina, first thing first, and pick up all these people that have stolen Nigeria's money, from Malakija to Obasanjo. Bring all of them. Come and explain whatever you are believed to have siphoned or misappropriated. All of them should be brought up. I don't care who it is. Bring all of them. I mean, this is not a joke. Sanusi was telling all of them in front of Congress, Senate, or whatever they call it, before they threw him out. There's $20 billion missing. These people were laughing in his face. And then you see all the money that was the one that is running away in UK, the petroleum minister. Look at all the money herself, Aluko, and the other guy, 3 of them. There is about $10 billion right in there. And this guy was trying to tell these people, we're not serious people. And unfortunately, it is the future of Nigeria that is going to suffer this thing, not this children of God. I mean, we're not serious, so honestly, and it's frightening. It's really, really frightening where we're going. I don't know when people are going to wake up. They didn't wake up. I mean, I remember the time of Shagari. These people came in, they were stealing money like it was going out of business, to the point that the military had to come in. Even people on the street were begging for the military to come in. You were not serious then. Obasanjo came. You were not serious enough. And now we are where we are now. When are you going to get serious?
Can do. You see, let me tell you, can do. You see, we, the educated ones in Nigeria, are the problem of that country. We should be doing better in terms of, enlightening our people and letting them know why they should not vote for these people. But what do they do? We divided ourselves alongside different political line. People that are supporting Obi, the large base of Obi, that where he got the largest base is from the southeast. You see, majority of people, they want him to be the Nigerian president for a reason of tribal. Same you hear from the Yorubas. I'm talking about the educated one, that that you should expect them to know better, that look, let's go for the right candidate. Let us do away with these people. So we are the one that fail the generation that are coming behind us, because we have allowed these people to cage us on the basis of religion, tribal, and all this nonsense. And even when you listen to some of us here online, on social media, you can see the tribal jingoism that we the way we deliver our thought with our tribal, you know, interests. We push more of our tribal interests more than the interests of more than the collective interest of that country. So that is, we are the one failing the country. And the worst part is that we don't even vote. You see how irresponsible we are as people. Majority of educated Nigerians don't come out to vote. Majority of people that you see vote in Nigeria are largely the, you know, the artisan, the illiterate, the, you know, all these people that will stay in the rain and in the sun for several hours. Because politicians have seen them as people they can use to get to that position of power. They will take money to them because already they have impoverished them. They don't give them, their children, good public education. They don't give them good, you know, health services. They don't give them, you know, they can barely eat 3 square. They don't eat, you know, they cannot afford to eat well. So these are poor people. So they can easily be bought with money for vote. For example, this last election in Edo State, can you believe they were paying 20,000? That is the report we got. 20,000 per vote. Calculate that 20,000 by number of votes in all these two big parties and see how much these people must have, other than what they would have spent in logistics and some other things, billions. So
Babaja, that is why I said the people themselves. I mean, I understand people are hungry. Trust me, I talk to people in Nigeria virtually every day. I talk to people that people that make 100,000. I talk to people that make 30,000. Even those making 100,000, it is not easy at all. It is not
okay,
easy.
can do.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you make 100,000, 70,000, 100,000 per month, and in one day to vote. That 100,000, you are struggling to even maintain yourself or maintain your family well. It's not enough for you to, you know, that the basic things for you to provide for your family to live good life. You cannot even, it's not that 100,000 is not enough for you to provide it. Now some people are coming that, look, the Bofon Akosebe, vote for us so you can cook soup. This is 20,000. You will be tempted.
Babaja, I understand it. I remember in Ekiti when they were paying 5,000 or 4,000 many years ago when Mr. I broke my neck was governor. Was there Ekiti or Fayose? But I mean, I understand, and trust me, I'm the first to preference it by saying I'm not saying it's easy, but at what point is like you get poor, you have 3 children staring at you with their stomach protruding out with kwachoko. At what point do you say, yes, this 20,000 can help me, but the future of myself, the future of my children, the future of this country is more important than that 20,000. When do you get to that point? Even if you've not been doing it, you've been saying it the last how many years since Obasanjo has been there. When does this madness stop?
Can do. The point
Yes,
when
sir.
we come together to speak in one voice that and convince our people, the low level people, don't take this money from these people. it will never get better for you. It is when we come out with one voice. That is when we can rescue them. But when we lay back, the educated Nigerians don't participate. They don't do anything. They don't do anything to enlighten their people, to sanitize them, to let them know that, look, this country belongs to all of us. Don't take money from these people. They don't do that. Because you know why? They can afford to send their own children to private school. They can go to private hospital. So they don't care. That is the problem.
Gentlemen, with your permission, let me shut it down from the front end. We take the conversation to the back. I have something doing very early in the morning, so I have to come offline now. So I'll send the link in the comment section. Anybody that wants to come in now, because we're going to shut the stream down and then take the conversation to the comment section. Apologies, everybody, but I have to wake up early, so I have to shut it down a bit earlier. Sorry, carry on, Ajane Koko.
Okay. So can do that is the, if we fail, we that are educated, we that know better, we fail to educate our people and tell them, do not